Students, today we are going to learn meaning of some important accounting terms. The first one is the asset. Asset is a possession or wealth of a business which can have a physical existence and can be valued in terms of money, like land and building or plant and machinery, etc. Or it can be an intangible asset which we cannot see and touch but can be valued in terms of money, like goodwill, which is the reputation of the business. Now we are going to learn types of assets. There are three types of assets. First one is the fixed asset or non-current asset. These assets provide long-term benefit to the business. Benefit derived from these assets is for more than one accounting year, and these assets can be used again and again in the business. For example, land and building, plant and machinery, which can be used again and again in the business. Goodwill, the reputation of the business, can be used again and again in the business. Then second one is the current asset. These assets do not provide long-term benefit, but they are normally existed for one accounting year and can be converted into cash easily. Here they have given the example. Debtors. It means the customers, those who buy the goods on credit basis and promise to pay the amount in the future. Bills receivable. These are the promissory notes accepted by the debtors where they promise to make the payment in the future. Then cash in hand, that is the cash balance or the bank balance. Then unsold and unused stock. These are the examples of the current assets. Then fictitious assets. These are imaginary assets. They do not exist in the real term and the business cannot sell them also. When business receives any kind of services in the future, then we can consider that as a fictitious asset. Here they have given the example that the deferred revenue expense like advertisement paid for 4 years. Now suppose the business has done the contract with the advertising company to advertise the product for the next 4 years. But then the payment is made in one accounting year and the benefit will be derived from the next 4 years. Then whatever services the business is going to receive can be considered as fictitious asset. So here I have given the example of the fixed assets. So here the pictures are given, then current assets, then fictitious assets examples are given here. Next we are going to study about the liabilities. Liability is the amount owed by the business as the business has already received the benefit. So here they have given the examples like loan borrowed from the bank or the creditors, bank overdraft, outstanding expenses. The expenses are accrued for the accounting period but not yet paid. There are two types of liabilities. Fixed liability. These liabilities provide a large source of funds to the business. For example, capital. Capital is amount invested to set up the business, or a long-term loan borrowed. Normally the long-term loan is borrowed for more than 5 years to expand the business or to buy the fixed assets like factory building or machinery. Second is current liabilities. These liabilities are normally payable in one accounting year, that is within 12 months. Therefore, they arise due to the operating activities of the business. Like when the business activities are done in one accounting period, at that time the business has to make the payment in the future, then that kind of liability is known as current liability. Here they have given the examples like creditors. Creditors are the suppliers who supply the goods and commodities to the business on credit basis. So normally current liabilities are not secured. Then the next topic is net worth or owner's equity or capital. As you know, capital is the amount invested in the business. Capital is normally required to set up the business. Sometimes the additional capital is invested in order to expand the business. So there is a formula to calculate capital. Capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. Next, we are going to study about the contingent liabilities. What is the meaning of contingent liability? The liability which may arise or may not arise in the future, as it depends on certain events, is called contingent liability. It is not recorded in the balance sheet as it is not confirmed. It is not a perfect liability, but a note is given below the balance sheet about any such liability. Here they have given the example. Suppose the worker has sued the company and the case is going on in the court, but until the court verdict comes, we cannot consider as a liability. If the court verdict is against the firm and the firm has to make any compensation to the worker, then only it is considered as a liability. So it is not confirmed. Next, we are going to study the accounting concept. Accounting concept refers to the basic assumptions and rules and principles which work as the basis of recording business transactions and preparing accounts. It is a set of general conventions that can be used as guidelines while dealing with accounting situations. After that, they have given the importance of accounting concept. The first one is the reliable financial statement. The reliability principles aims to ensure that all transactions, events and business activities presented in the financial statement should be reliable. Second is uniformity. Uniformity is the practice of recording business transactions in a relevant accounting framework or a particular format. Next, generally acceptable basis of measurement. Accounting measurements is the representation of data in terms of a specific method, such as a currency, hours or units. Next is proper information to all. Now there are certain people who are interested in bookkeeping information. For example, people like owners, management, investors, then banks or financial institutions. They are interested in knowing the performance of the business. So they are interested in bookkeeping records. Then there are certain people, those who are connected with the business, like owners, employees, investors, government. So the proper information should be provided to such people. Last one is valid and appropriate assumptions. There are basic assumptions of financial accounting, such as a business entity concept, money measurement concept, going concern concept, which we are going to study in detail in the next lecture.